welcome to Blue Owl Designer Studios. My name is Satina. I'm showing you a quick, fast video of my art piece. At the moment I'm mixing Floetrol to paint, so it's 1:1. So 1 part paint, 1 part Floetrol. That makes it nice runny consistency. I'm doing a puddle pour and I'm adding some blues. As you can see, I'm just adding all my colours. So I'm layering those colours again on top, so it's got that effect. And I'm adding my gold metallic as well. Now I'm adding the final piece, which is the white on top, which creates the magic of it all. Now this is my first large piece that I've done. So I was experimenting and I thought I'll share you guys my experiments here. So I'm moving the middle puddle pour into the middle because it was going towards the side. Now I'm using a hairdryer, so starting in the middle, work my way to the outside. So try not to go past that ring. As you can see, the thinning of the middle, so it pushes out to the side when you're using the hairdryer. This is quite the important part of the process, making sure that you're spreading it out. So it's creating a lot of cells, and the more times you tilt, the bigger the cells will stretch right out, so it distorts it. So that's what I'm trying to avoid, and I should have put another puddle pour on the sides. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm adding the rest of my paint, and hopefully that'll help. So this would have been a 40-minute video, so that's why I've moved it really fast. I'm not using the hairdryer here because it's too powerful, so I'm just doing the blowing technique. I had really bad sound quality on my iPhone, so that's why I've muted what I was saying, and I'm just doing a voiceover at the moment. So just using the blow dryer to spread it out a bit more because it's quite thick. It's creating a lot of good cells there. I'm trying not to distort it too much or mix it up. It's not how I planned, but these things are trial and errors. In the end it looks really pretty. So I tried to use the straw to make a wispy look, and I don't think I achieved what I wanted to achieve there. So again, all trial and error, and this is my first biggest piece that I've done for a long time, so I've made some mistakes and I've learnt where I went wrong. So I'm adding more white there because it was quite thin. I'm just sort of fixing up the sides. Now some people like it just to drip off and dry out, but I don't like it because it's quite thick when it does drip and dry. So I kind of smooth out my sides. So each to their own, I guess. So I'm adding a bit more because there's a lot of white negative space there, and I didn't like too much negative space. It's okay if that's the look you're going for, but in that corner it was just something I didn't want there. So again, I'm just blowing it all out so it all matches. You can see a lot of the thick paint in the middle there. Sorry it's so quick. It would have, like I said, it would have been a 40-minute video. So I'm getting rid of the patches of all the colours that sort of accumulated in the middle. So it was basically just black or blue. So I'm just blowing them out so the colours don't blob up together. It is quite a long process, but it's quite fun. I've got quite paint everywhere on myself, on my hands. I was wearing gloves, but I realised I was using too many because I kept getting them really wet. So I just did without it at the moment. So yeah, I'm just trying to move the paint around a little bit just so that it's not, there we go. So it's thinning it out because it is quite thick, and this is the part where I was trying to not distort it too much. So I'm just fixing up the sides again because it thinned out there. And here's my final piece. Hopefully you can see that. Isn't it beautiful? Well, thank you for watching, and I hope you've learnt something out of this.